All right, another pin of these 76 litter gilts. Three's Company, Austin and Mortensen partnership there in Michigan. Classic move, Boble, never before son. Is the sire, done a nice job for us, very predictable pigs. I'm the Man, Wildfire, one of the Newcastle sows we bought on the Newcastle dispersal deal in that group that we bought. I'm going to start off with 789. This is 76-10. This is kind of the chromed up gilt in the pen. Another gilt that offers a little more extension up in her head and neck in this particular litter. Still one that's got the same muscle and shape as all the litter make gilts, and still one that reads big enough in her type and kind to take into those heavier market weights, or if you want to take her on farther as a big mature show gilt, breeding gilt, that's an option for her. Strong about her pastern set, up on her toes and still immature enough, but still has that hard back shape, good square hip and hind leg in that particular gilt. 790 is going to be next. This is the crinkle-eared gilt, 76-11 the way we read it. This gilt's a rib shorter, probably a little more market-oriented maybe for that November setting, or if you want to take her farther past that as a breeding gilt, that would be an option. She's a hard top gilt, moderate in her frame size and length of body at the same time. Immature about her center body and dimension, but you think once she gets chubbed up and gets fat, like those classic moves do there at the end in terms of making good mature ones, she's a gilt that's square enough out of her hind leg, gives you a nice look, elevation, pastern set like her sisters, all plenty good enough there. 791 is 76-12. 76-12 is the gilt there that's stopped for the Heisman pose in the middle. But this gilt here is one that is very, very attractive in her head and neck, and one that's elevated up front, really square out of her hind end as she goes right away. A gilt that's hard top, probably fits that market setting very, very well. I think as a market hog at North American, if you're into showing gilts, or she's one that, as I've talked earlier, will be very competitive on the jackpot fall circuit or the showback show. But a really good trio, a little different in their type and kinds and endpoints.